But let's start with the Bun B thing, right? So apparently, a couple years ago, somebody broke in Bun B house. I guess his wife was downstairs, Bun B was upstairs. However, the case it played out, dude wind up putting the gun to Bun B's wife head. She's screaming out the Bun, "Hey, stay up there! He gonna kill me! He gonna kill me!" Whatever the case, Bun come down with his gun. I get to get the tussling, getting the shootout. Bun wind up shooting dude and beating his ass till the police came. What it sounded like, he didn't kill him, but he shot him. A couple years go by. I guess they just went to trial or whatever the case, and dude wound up getting like 40 years. Bun B had to get on the stand, testify. He got emotional. He was crying and shit. I'm gonna play a little of the video right now. But what I want to know from y'all is, did Bun B snitch? Because that is the question everybody been asking. Did he snitch by getting on the stand and testifying on dude? So here go a little of his testimony.
Shooting back at me, and I proceeded to unload my weapon. Well, I wasn't sure if I unloaded my weapon, and then he fell out of the car. He threw his gun down. I started fighting with him. My wife came through the garage door. She started screaming.
Tell.
Dad, you ain't gotta ask.
No. Hang on, man.
I guess this is like some.
After that outburst, there was a brief read.
Damn, okay. So how y'all feel about this, man? Did Bun B snitch by taking a stand and giving the play-by-play of what happened, and dude end up getting 40 years behind it?
I think me, and I'm speaking as a civilian, right? So in my opinion, no, I don't think he snitched. I think that for one, he handled business the way he was supposed to. Dude broke in, he defended his wife. I think that was the first good thing about it. And then he handled it, you know, with the law, which to some people that may be frowned upon. But in my opinion, it's like, given his age, he's a father, he's a husband, he's a business owner. He has so much at stake where it's like, say if he does go and say, okay, street justice, that might take him off the street, or it might take somebody off the street that he needs. And now that takes money and food, you know what I mean, out of the children's and wife's pocket and mouth. So I think he handled it the best way that he could, being the position that he's in.
So you feel like he didn't snitch? He was.
Nah, and I get it, because I mean, from what I've been reading, he's had some ties to the streets. But again, and speaking as a civilian, I feel like he's so far removed from it that it's like, for him to keep the same mindset almost from back then would be, when it comes to that, would be a little bit of a hindrance. And I feel like he can't afford to have that mindset with it at this point in time. And then also, I think, you know, what you think his wife might say if he's like, well, I don't want to testify. Maybe 20 years ago or 30 years ago, when bro was maybe active or whatever the case is, that might have been something that was more like, okay, I understand. But you 50-some years old, gray hairs, you a grandpa or whatever, I don't think she would really be trying to hear that. So again, I feel like he did what he could given the position he's in.
Yeah, Bun B is 51 years old too, by the way. So he is about grandpa's age right now. Showed, how you feel about it, man? Did he snitch? Did he not? How you feel about it?
By today's standards, technically that is snitching. What he did was cooperating with the law. But I'm gonna tell you this though, in the situation that he's in, I'm gonna say that he operated as a grown-ass man. This is not no hood shit. This is not no gang shit. This was him protecting his family, his wife, his better half. I don't know how long they've been married for, but I'm pretty sure that's his life partner. He's been thugging with her for years. On top of that as well, like you said, he's 50-something years old, 51 years old. He's a grandfather. I do feel like, not saying he's above the program, but he's kind of elevated to a spot in life where he don't have to go by the street rules or impress the non-snitching mantra that everybody's talking about. And on top of that too, I feel like my personal definition of snitching is this: if all three of us do a crime, and I tell on y'all to get less time for the same type of crime we all did, that's snitching. Cooperating with the law for justifying, he pretty much killed this nigga, but old boy clearly lived, but he attempted to kill him, you know what I'm saying, because he's breaking in my house. I would try to kill him too. So what he's really trying to do is just get off on justifiable murder or manslaughter, whatever, self-defense.
Self-defense.
Stand your ground. Yeah, stand your ground. So I mean, at the end of the day, he had to do what he has to do to clear his name. So I think if it was one of my homeboys that was doing this, I wouldn't consider them to be a snitch in this aspect. But I mean, again, this dude's 51 years old, man. This man is living his life. He got a business. You know what I'm saying? I think he kind of surpassed that.
All right, this is my take on it. Now, there's many different ways to snitch. There's many different forms of snitching, right? So one of the ways is like you said, like, okay, we all go do a crime. One of us get caught, or we all get caught, and one of us gives up information on the rest of the group to lessen our own sentence.
I think that's the worst form, though, too.
Yeah, for sure. But there's other ways of snitching too, because we could not be doing a crime and we could be in the streets, and me and you got beef. You come pop me, I live. I go to the cops. Technically, I'm snitching because we both abide. We both are playing this game. We both agreeing to the rules of this game. So I can't go tell the police that, hey, oh, he shot me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
As far as Bun B goes, by the street rules, he definitely snitched. Now, I don't know if Bun B is what you would consider a street nigga. I know he's not a gangbanger. He's not a gangbanger to my knowledge, but he does rap street.
Trill rap. He had an album they called the Trill. Yeah,
and he was with Pimp C, and we all know Pimp C was no snitching at all. Pimp C wasn't with no snitching. He wasn't with no gay shit. He wasn't with nothing. So just him aligning with Pimp C and how they used to rap, people are holding him to the definition of a street nigga. Now, we know once you sign up to these rules, no matter how dumb they are, because let's get it understood, majority of the street rules are dumb as fuck. They were made by adolescents whose brain weren't even fully developed yet. So as you mature and you get older, you start to look at them and go, damn, a lot of this shit don't make sense. But you already signed up. So it don't matter, like, okay, I'm older in age.
Locked in.
You can't go against the rules. The best thing for you to do is get out of the lifestyle, which is what most people do. They get a family, they get a job, they get kids, they just
move out the way.
They move out the way. Like, they don't go against the rules. Like, they know they still can't snitch, but I'm not gonna put myself in a position. I'm even tempted to have to snitch. So in Bun B's case, it's tricky because if you shoot somebody in your house and you got a gun license, you have to give a testimony to why you shot him. Like, that's part of it. Because a lot of people, even though you had a gun license and you had all rights to shoot this person, the law is tricky. They might say, hey, you didn't have a right to shoot this person. Your life wasn't in danger. You shouldn't let them rob them and take your shit, or whatever the case. So you do have to give some type of testimony. Now, I'm not saying you got to get on the stand to do it the way he did it. Me personally, I just would have told my lawyer what happened and let them come up with a game plan and go about it that way. But him getting on the stand, crying emotionally and giving a play-by-play, that's technically
so you saying he oversold it with the
I'm just saying, dude broke in his house, he dropped them, and then they said he beat the shit out of him until the cops got there. So he could have killed them, but he still was in his right mind enough to, I don't want to catch a murder charge. Because I know in California, even if somebody come in your house, you still don't got rights to shoot them. Like, your life has to literally be in danger. Like, you're about to die right there on the spot.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, you damn near got to be bleeding out your chest from a bullet wound and then shoot back.
Exactly, but down south,
and they back can't be turned, and they back can't be.
Oh yeah,
they got to be facing
over with. But you know, down south, if you even walk on a nigga lawn, they can shoot you type shit. So the law's different out there. So by the laws out there, he did right, but
he did the extras.
He is 51. He is a fucking granddad now. So you know he ain't in the streets. He been a successful rapper since shit. I've been alive damn near. So you know he ain't playing the streets like that. So can you really expect him to abide by the street rules at 51, being a multi-millionaire for what, 2-3 decades now?
Facts.
That's
and I think he got a successful burger called Trill Burgers also outside of that as well too. So he's ventured in other platforms and streams of money.
Now, like I said, by the street definitions, he snitched. By common sense rules, he did what he was supposed to do. Dude came in his house, put a gun to his wife's head, shot the fuck out of dude. Me personally, I probably would have killed the nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You come into my house, put a gun to anybody, your ass is dying. Like,
Bun B really stalled him out. Bun B stalled him out.
Yo,
And
ass
he sold him
fine.
out.
We gonna figure it out later. Fuck all that.
Bun
And I
B
feel
sold him
like
out
a
for
lot
that.
of
though.
people I feel like a lot of the people that are on the internet even saying he's a snitch, like in a derogatory sense, are people who probably have never did nothing themselves.
True.
I feel like most niggas who probably like have done something or have done some time or whatever the case is are not really, you know, that pressed about him telling the police about it.
Right.
I don't, you know what I mean? I think they understand the nuance to it or whatever the case is. I think it's the basement warriors that is really out there being like,
Yeah,
oh,
facts.
you snitch, you know, all that shit. So
Hey, Vargas, let me ask you this: if one of your partners from your neck of the woods did what he did, would you still be cool? Would he still be your partner?
You mean from the hood?
Nigga, yes.
Yeah, nah, you can't do that, bro. You what?
So
you
it's a wrap.
Look, bro, like I said, if we outlaws, we living by the street code. That means you don't cooperate with the law at all, whether it's good for you or bad for you. So if we in the streets and the ops come through and we catch the bad end of the interaction, one of us get hit, both of us get hit. We know who did it. Police at our bedside in the hospital. Hey, who shot you? Who shot you? Nigga, you can't tell who shot you.
It was a Mexican. Yeah, you got to describe the total opposite.
You got to handle that in the street, nigga, because you abided, you signed up for these street rules. Same rules apply. But nigga, home invades your home. You either got to kill them right there or find out who did it and go handle your business later. But under no circumstance can you have the police do your dirty work for you. You at that point, you're a civilian now. You're no longer good in the streets. Like you hung up your flag at that point.
Yeah.
You hung up your jersey. Like you gracefully bowed out. That's like a dishonorable discharge in the streets. But again, oh God, like nigga. But again, he's a rapper. He's 51. He's not in the streets. What do you really expect him to do? Go give up his whole career, all the success he built, his family, his wife, his kids, and go try to get back in the streets? Like, come on, that's not realistic. It's not gonna happen.
True.
So I think he snitched, but it's not 6ix9ine snitching where niggas looking like, oh, Bun B snitch,
yeah.
rat ass nigga.
It's
Fuck
definitely
that.
levels to this shit. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely levels to it. I can get where some niggas be like he's snitching due to street level rules, but I wouldn't consider the nigga a rat. Like the niggas walk past, I'm like, oh, the nigga's a rat. Nah, but you feel me? He did what he did. He cooperated with the police. But also too, I'm glad the nigga. I'm gonna just say this. I'm glad the nigga did defend his family the way he did. I for sure would have finished him off, but I'm glad he defended his family because that nigga would have stayed in the house, called 911, and just waited for the police to come. That for sure would have been some extreme buster shit right there.
No, facts. And his wife, I'm applauding him because his wife was telling him, like, nah, don't come downstairs. Dude said he gonna kill me. And he still came downstairs to handle his business.
Exactly.
I'm saluting him for that. You feel me? But as far as dude getting 40 years, I mean, hey, he lucky to still be alive.
I was just about to say that. He winning. He got his life.
By all means, he should be dead as fuck right now. That nigga shouldn't even be breathing.
Facts.
So he got off easy if you ask me. But Bun B,
he probably didn't finish him because he's Bun B, like as well. Like I feel like maybe that might have been a thought as well. Like I'm a high profile person. If I murder him, it might make it a little bit more tricky than if I just leave him, you know what I mean, bleeding out or whatever the case is. Whereas a normal person might take it there and it might not be as you know, it might not be that much of a case into it, or it might be easier to just, you know, whatever the case is, because you're not a high profile celebrity or whatever the case is.
I'm telling you, it's crazy because people think, oh, once I get my gun license, you know, I got my license to carry, I got a license to just shoot people. Bro, I'm telling you, it don't work like that.
Once you shoot that gun, that legit gun, that gun is gone.
It's so many little nuances that you don't know about. Like I took a tactical training class and they like, yeah, as soon as you get your license, you got to go get insurance on you, like $1 million policy, because most people that shoot people, the person they shot wind up suing them and winning, because it's so many circumstances to where you can't shoot a person. It's almost impossible for you to have the right to shoot a person, because under any circumstance they tell you just walk away. 90% of like your life has to be in danger. I know in California, at least, like somebody breaking in your car, you gotta walk away. If somebody breaking in your home, you got to get out your own home. Like you can't defend your property at all. That's not a right to shoot somebody. So it's fucked up. You think, oh, I got this gun. As soon as the nigga try me, I'm popping him. You going to jail. You gonna catch a murder charge. So it's fucked up. So he did the right thing, but to the streets, he did the wrong thing. You're never supposed to get on the stand.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fucked up situation. Shout out Bun B though, man. Protecting his
Yeah.
wife.
UGK.